Hello, this is Rob Mayo again. I am back with another video, and I am going to do a movie review that I've actually saw this movie. It is the prequel to the 2009 film Orphan. Yesterday, I watched Orphan 2, First Kill, and now I'm doing a movie review for it. I'm going to tell you what I think and how it was. And honestly, to be honest, it was good. I'm not gonna say it was better than the first. I think it was like a little darker. But I was. This is kind of really weird because I don't really do it though. Because like I basically voted for the evil person to win. I honestly did. When I watched it yesterday, I voted for Isabel Furman, the Esther girl, the actress that plays as Esther. I voted for her to win. You know, and I don't really do that a lot, voting for the villain because the villain's always the bad guy. But I'm actually, I thought it was a really good movie. It was definitely way darker than the first, but I do like how they changed it up a little bit. If you like really watch it, they changed it up by how in the first movie when she was like 12 years old, when the movie came out back in 2009, basically only the mom knew. Nobody else did. The mom basically figured it out and then all that, you know. And then by when the prequel came, you basically got to see her story with this other family, and how it connects to the first film. You know what I'm saying? So that was actually really cool. But I like how in this new one, that's been out for like a month or two now, you know. But this new one, the prequel to it, I like how the mom basically manipulated Esther for her to be her daughter, or else she was going to go back to that place where she escaped from, and she was probably never going to get out. You know. So I actually thought that was really cool, changing that from the first film into this new prequel that came out recently. Because I feel like if they're gonna do it right, they need to have the character reprise the role, the actress I'm saying, or the actor, whoever plays as it. They need to have the same character play it, and for the story to connect into the first or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It needs to have some kind of connection to it. And I'm really glad that Isabel Furman, the actress, she's now 25 when she did this prequel film. I'm really glad she actually repriced it. Even though she said that it was like completely terrifying for her to go back. 'Cause she was like 12 years old. I saw the interview. You can check it out on YouTube. But she basically said that um she basically said that it was way more terrifying to go back into her role that she played in when she was a little girl, like 12 years old, 13 years ago. It was way more terrifying. And plus, with CGI and de aging now, basically through the roof, and all that stuff, it was actually really cool that she got to do it. So I'm really glad that she actually got to come back. There are actually plans for a third film. I honestly do not know that yet. But if there is, I know how they would tell it because they actually said in the prequel of the movie. I mean, it's actually in the original movie as well, but it's in the prequel as well. That 2 years prior, before she was in the institute where she's at the beginning of the movie, though, that she was with some other family. So maybe they could probably do that. It could be a prequel within a prequel. And all three movies could connect into a straight trilogy, which I think that would be awesome. But only if she wants to come back. If they try and do another actress to play as Esther, it's not going to be the same. It's really not. I honestly don't like it how they, like, I don't know if a lot of people have actually known this when they see movies or TV shows or something, but basically when they make a movie, they'll do okay, this one's the first movie. Okay, think of Insidious, the Insidious series, right? Or Paranormal Activity. Let's try that. the paranormal activity is 100% out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only one that would really make sense out of all of it would probably be the Insidious series and the Paranormal Activity series, in my opinion, to change characters. Because it would be with younger and different actors and actresses. Like they came out with Paranormal Activity 1, Paranormal Activity 2, Paranormal Activity 3, Paranormal Activity 4, Paranormal Activity 5, the marked ones, Paranormal Activity 6, the Ghost Dimension, and Paranormal Activity 7, the what was it? The oh crap, what was it? Paranormal Activity 7, Next of Kin. That's what it was. Next of Kin. Ghost Dimension was 6, and then Next of Kin was Paranormal Activity 7. So basically, in the order of that series, it's Paranormal Activity 3, it's when they were kids. That's definitely explained in the first movie if you actually really watch it. And you know what I'm saying? She talks about herself saying that, hey, there was a fire, we were kids. You know, then it got passed on to my sister, and now it's on me. So basically, it's from Paranormal Activity 3, when they were kids, how it all started. Paranormal Activity 2 takes place way years later, you know, and goes with the sister. Not Katie, but the other one. Paranormal Activity 1 is the one right after the second one and goes to Katie. Then Paranormal Activity 4 is the sequel to the first movie. And then Paranormal Activity 5 and 6, I think, are kind of like a spinoff or a sort of a sequel to like 4 and 1 and like 3 or something like that. And then 7 is just like a straight reboot, honestly. But I still like 7 Next of Kin. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, I really doubt they would make an 8. But what I'm saying is that, like, when they do prequels, it is okay to do them with different actors as long as as long as it's a younger version. You know what I'm saying? It is okay to do it with some different actors, but if the same actor or actress wants to, you know, reprise their role, then that would be okay. I think that was smart for Isabel Furman to reprise her role in this prequel that just recently came out. And I watched it yesterday. I thought it was really cool. I thought that was really one of the smartest decisions in movie history. Now, if it's like a younger version, say like 10, 12, 13 years old, and it's like a younger person of the character, then go ahead and change the actress. Like, you know, Paranormal Activity 3 when they were kids, you know? And then, like with the the Insidious series is basically Insidious Chapter 3. It's a prequel, how it all started, with one family. And Paranormal Activity 4, I mean, my bad, Insidious 4. Insidious 4 The Last Key is a sequel to Chapter 3. Then you go into Chapter 1 and 2. Those are the sequels of 3 and 4. You get me? So it's Paranormal. So it's Insidious Chapter 3, Insidious The Last Key, Insidious 1, and then Insidious Chapter 2. That's the chronological order of the Insidious series. And they are recently making it. They are doing production on it. Casting's good on it, everything else. And it is 100% confirmed that it's coming out next year on my birthday. Insidious 5 is going to be a sequel from Chapter 2. And the dad, Patrick Wilson, and the son, and the mom, Rose Byrne, and Ty Simpkins, the son, it's supposed to be set 10 years later from Chapter 2, and where he's going off to college or something like that, and he like goes back in the realm or something. I don't know how they're going to do it. That's just what the synopsis says, which I think is pretty cool. And it is directed by Patrick Wilson, the one who plays the dad in Cities Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. But, like, it's okay to change some of the characters if they're younger. But if they're, like, the same age, you know what I'm saying? Then go ahead and just put in the same, just go ahead and just put in the, same actress in it, you know? Like, here's another one, Charlize Theron. She played in Mad Max Fury Road. A lot of people know that. They are actually working on a prequel called Furiosa on her character, but it's a younger version That's fine. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that like sometimes, I mean, I might be wrong on all this, but sometimes like when they do prequels, they'll basically like change some of the characters, like the actors or the characters, and it won't be the same. It won't be the same after that. And then sometimes they'll keep some of the characters from, like in the prequel movie, like they did with Orphan First Kill, and then it just connects into the first one. So I thought that was really cool. But what I'm saying is that like sometimes when they do prequels of a movie that connects into the very first movie that came out, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it when they sometimes change the character, and then it's just a whole different story and it don't connect or something. Kind of like maybe Star Wars, or what was another one that probably did it? I know Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3 did it. I didn't watch all of them yet, but well, I mean, I didn't watch them, but I mean, I know they did it. They had different actors and all that. But let's see. I know Star Wars did it. You know, um, Trying to think what else. What was another prequel that did that? I don't know. Anyway, sometimes they'll have the same actresses or actors to play as their characters. Sometimes they'll just change it up and make a new story. I don't like the second one. That's what I'm saying. I don't like how they changed the character, how they changed the actor into the character that was played in the first movie, and then they change up the story and say that it's connected when it's really not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I might be wrong with all this. I mean, that's just what I've kind of noticed a lot, you know? And I think it's really awesome how they did that with Isabel Furman. I don't know if they will make a third. If they do, that would be really cool. But they would have to do a really good story if they want her to uh, reprise her role again. Okay, all right, here's another one. They got this one called Jigsaw. I basically call it Jigsaw 8 Legacy, you know, because it's in the Saw series, but it's just called Jigsaw, you know. So basically, if you watch and you pay attention, Jigsaw, Jigsaw 8 Legacy, that's what I call it. Um, Jigsaw 8 Legacy is basically a prequel and a sequel. So it made perfect sense for Tobin Bell to come back as Jigsaw in the eighth film, because he said that he would only come back if it's a good story. That's the only reason why he came back in the eighth film, because he basically played in a flashback set 10 years prior, and he's like been dead, so that made a lot of sense. But it is a prequel because it shows you who was the first one that helped him with all this, with the killings and all that. Like, he wasn't the first one. Like, Dr. Gordon wasn't the first one. Jigsaw was like the very, very first one, but the apprentice was Logan, you know. But like Jigsaw 8 Legacy is like a prequel to the Saw series because it's revealed who helped Jigsaw with it first before Hoffman and Amanda and uh uh Jill and all of them. Logan was the first one. Then all the rest came out. And then it actually acts as a sequel as well with the 10 years later, and all that. But that I think is really cool how they did that with Jigsaw 8 Legacy, because it acts as a prequel and a sequel. I was really shocked how they did that when I first watched it a while back, like a long time ago. Like, I watched it and I was like really super surprised. I'm really glad they did that. But Orphan 2, First Kill, the prequel to the 2009 Orphan, was really good. Honestly, if you want my opinion, I don't know if Isabel Furman's going to get any awards on this film. If anything, she should have got at least maybe an Oscar on the very first one back in 2009, but it didn't happen. But hopefully she'll have a role where she's going to get an Oscar nomination. And she's actually a really good actress too. She's really good at what she does. She's really good. All right, so that was my review. That was what I thought about it, and I will see you soon. And be honest, Orphan 2 First Kill, I'll go ahead and rate it real quick because I didn't do that. Orphan 2 First Kill, is a 8 out of 10. The first one's a 10 out of 10, automatically 100%, just Orphan. Orphan 2, First Kill, is an 8 out of 10. Like I said, it was darker than the first one, but it wasn't better. Just putting that out there. All right, that was my review, and I will see you soon. Peace.